You know how I said the war was heating up with its temperature? It sure shit is. So many people die this week in some woods in Virginia for reasons. Hello and welcome to Civil War in Hindsight. I'm Lieutenant Tommy. With me, as always, is Prospector Johnny. And Johnny, buckle up. Page and a half notes. War's kicking off again. I think we're in the final stretch. I've said it 1,000 times before, but I think final stretch.
All right, and by that, okay, since you've said it 1,000 times before, what that really means is about to get violent.
About to get violent, yep. This week's going to open up on the 6th with a continuation of the Battle of the Wilderness. Through the night of the 5th, both armies have entrenched themselves into the woods. They both realize that the entirety of the forces are there. In the morning...
the woods are nice and thick, and they're not having a great time
it's a thick wood. Nope. Along the Orange Turnpike, Cedric and Warren are going to drive westward, with Hancock moving from the south on that same turnpike. Little progress is made by any of the forces, and Hancock is going to be in trouble as Longstreet and Hill bring up their forces against him. Kind of like two separate armies going up against him.
Okay.
For most of the morning, we've got nothing but heavy casualties on both sides with very little to show for it until Longstreet flanks the rear of the Union line, causing Hancock to roll back. Longstreet's going to be wounded in this engagement and knocked out of the fight. Himself, yep. And Longstreet's assault is going to be halted when they hit the Union breastworks, and so the whole battle is over with massive amounts of casualties and nothing to show from it for either side.
Nobody gained any ground? Nobody did anything?
Nothing significant. Just a lot of death for death.
Well, we got Longstreet, though. We heard him.
Yeah, sure. The Union's going to... It's bad. The Union's going to lose 2,246 killed, 12,037 wounded.
What?
And 3,383 missing for a total of 17,666 casualties. Versus
3,000 missing?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Captured missing. Yeah.
That's insane.
The Confederates don't report their numbers.
What? No, that's so weird. They usually are so good and accurate about
they're
that.
Claiming, like, Lee's claiming to Trader President Davis like 7,500-ish total casualties.
What the hell kind of little brother syndrome do they have? Where they're like, no, we didn't lose. And you're like, hey, no, I scored 12 goals on you. And you're like, you scored 2. I watched it go in 12 times. But no, what is this with the... Why?
I don't know.
What are they? Is it to say for the newspapers? Are they trying to save face for that?
I think you might.
Is it propaganda?
Yeah, it's propaganda.
That they're not.
Their real numbers are closer to almost 1,500 killed, almost 8,000 wounded, and almost 1,700 missing, for a total of around 11 to 12,000 ish.
I guess you win if you're the Confederacy because you had fewer killed, but
bigger percentage of their army was hit, though.
Yeah.
On May 7th, fighting was to a standstill in the wilderness. Everybody expects Grant to withdraw back across the Rapidan like every other general has beforehand. But Johnny, Grant's in charge, and that's not what fucking happens. He said he's not going to release the pressure on Virginia. And he's not going to release the pressure on Virginia. So instead of retreating back across the Rapidan, Grant goes, flank him. Move southeast. Don't give a shit.
Hey, bud. Yeah, we're here already.
Keep going.
You know how hard it is to cross the river?
Yeah, we're not going that.
Army?
We're not going again. So Grant's new target is Spotsylvania Courthouse. Lee recognizes his movement and begins to countermove, ensuring that Lee's forces aren't captured in the open. Lee knows that if he fights in the open...
So he's coming down to kind of get him, and Lee's
Lee knows what's happening and is going to try to race to get there first. Yeah.
Okay.
Lee knows that if his army's captured, caught in the open, he's going to be destroyed because
that's it.
Grant outnumbers him 2-1. And so he's going to try to stay in the woods. So he's moving down to the Spotsylvania himself. Butler, while all this is going on,
is he just retreating through the woods, or is he trying to take position up in the woods, No,
he's trying to get in front he's trying to get in front of Grant and then hit Grant where he wants to hit Grant, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Grant's trying to flank him. There's going to be a lot of this. The wilderness campaign is going to be move, no, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's faster? Butler's going to advance towards Richmond, and it's the beginning of what's called the stationary advance as he takes the Petersburg and Richmond Railroad again for the second time this week, or in the last 2 weeks, but then gives it back. He takes it and then he gives it back, and he takes it and he gives it back.
Why?
Who knows? It's Butler. Butler's an odd duck in this whole war. Sherman is going to continue to move his forces from Chattanooga towards Atlanta and beginning to flank Johnson. I don't know, Johnny.
I guess we'll see.
Well, guess we'll see. He's trying to flank. He's trying to flank Johnson's forces in an attempt to draw him out of his defenses. On my birthday, Johnny, May 8th, we're going to begin to see the Battle of Spotsylvania.
P.S. Happy birthday, Lieutenant Tony. Oh, a fantastic, what is it, 57th, 63rd?
We're 39th. We'll go with 39th.
39th?
39.
Oh, fuck, I forgot you're younger than me.
So
happy birthday.
By 3 months, 4 months.
6 months.
Sure.
And pretty close to exactly. It's 6 days off of exactly 6 months.
Well, there you go. Yeah, a little bit younger than you. I feel a lot older than you, though. Let's be honest.
Well, that's on the count of the cancer and the
stroke and
hard work,
blown out neck and the blown out back. Yeah, those ones. Yep, that'll
having to actually do physical labor as a job. Physical labor,
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
work as a person.
Yeah.
And not Johnny, sugar mama who just takes care of you. Yeah.
The Battle of Spotsylvania kicks off when Cedric's forces arrive to find rebels beat them there, and a late assault in the afternoon shows that the forces are in fact in mass, and then new battle lines are going to be drawn up. Grant's going to order the Union Cav underneath Sheridan to assault Confederate supply lines and link up with Butler. On May 9th, we're going to see only skirmishing at Spotsylvania, but during the morning, General Cedric will be killed by sharpshooters, so... Fuck! We got Longstreet, they got us. Although Longstreet's still alive, but Cedric is not alive. Cedric got... He dead.
Now...
He dead.
Alright. Is it typical to take out officers with sharpshooters?
Yeah, that's kind of our thing.
Why doesn't it happen more often then?
Shitty shots? I don't know.
Or usually is it cowardice officers?
Yeah, usually not that.
Yeah, it's because they're being little bitches and just being in the back,
he was
scared little
bitch.
dogs. Just
Sherman's forces underneath McPherson are going to fail to push behind Johnson's forces at Snake Creek. Reportedly, McPherson says his defenses are too strong. Sherman's like, "Fuck you! We could have captured his whole army, but you fucked the pooch. So we're going to drag this out for a little bit longer."
I think you screwed the pooch. You made that more crass than it needed to be.
I did. I apologize. Butler, once again, is going to order his men forward, but slow progress despite limited resistance. He is going to start tearing up the railroad, though. So instead of giving it back, we're going to rip it up and destroy it. So this is something.
Fuck your railroad. Nothing else.
On May 10th, the general attack is going to be ordered by Grant at Spotsylvania. Both sides fight to a standstill, with Union forces being repulsed, but significantly denting the Confederate lines with several breakthroughs that were plugged. In other words, large casualties for nothing happening.
Wait, hold up. Explain a breakthrough that's plugged.
Okay, so Grant, at several points in time during this battle, hits the Confederate lines. Those Confederate lines fold. He takes where the Confederate was, and then a countercharge plugs that hole and then pushes that line back to its original position. So at the end of the day, all those deaths, everybody's in the same spot.
Oh, cool. And they get to just climb over dead
Meanwhile,
bodies.
Sheridan is destroying a bunch of railroads, so that's something.
Oh.
On May 11th, Johnny, Jeb Stuart, Confederate, hero of all heroes, is going to link up against Sheridan. And now, up to this point in the Civil War, the Union Cav has been less than adequate. Sheridan is a new kind of Union Cav general who understands how to fight with ponies. And in a heavy fighting engagement, a helter-skelter, back and forth, Stuart is killed. Mortally wounded. He's going to die. But it's going to take a couple days.
How do you know?
Foresight. Stuart's mortally wounded. Sheridan's forces...
He's wounded so badly it may be mortal.
Maybe more.
For those of you maintaining the timeline at home.
Sheridan is going to push Stuart's forces out. Now, the one thing that this does do is it gives Confederates time to continue to build the defenses around Richmond, and it does force Sheridan back to the James River, but it's the first time that the Union Cav has really not kicked the shit out of the South, but, put the South in their place. This is,
okay.
and then Stuart is now out of, he's done. And this is the Confederate Cav.
This is our first
Stuart.
Effective use of the cavalry from the Union.
I guess the Lamont didn't do Stuart too very well at this point, did it?
Is that the shit that he was using? That big old fucking thing?
Yeah, he was using this. He had two of these guys. And
didn't
thought
do very that would be great because he's got the shotgun shot right at the bottom.
Yeah, the shotgun shot.
Bang, bang. He's like, I can just pop, 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 boom. Type whatever.
Or actually, it's the first shot's going to be pop and boom at the same time because no matter how you try to work it, the shotgun's going off with the pistol at the same time.
Well,
it happens. It's not a shotgun. Anyways, Johnny, doesn't matter. The week's going to end on the 12th with more fighting at Spotsylvania. Grant notices a bulge in the Confederate horseshoe lines and is determined to take it. At 4:30 a.m., Hancock's men are going to charge straight at the salient line. Hancock is going to take some 4,000 prisoners, including 2 Confederate generals, artillery, small arms, and the colors from Ewell's Corps. We got their flags, Johnny. We captured their flag.
Oh, wait, hold up. No, that's it then. That's it.
It should be.
It's
not the Confederate flag. It's the flag of a lesser. We won that unit.
How many do we have to capture? Is it?
I guess
best
all
of
of them.
5? Quickest
Best of 5, I think. Yeah.
What is it?
Yep. With our Johnny.
That's
got
but that's worth something.
Picture this. We got our muskets.
Them boys.
We got our bayonets attached to the muskets. We are pushing them at the sun is shining off the bayonets. It's glistening. Instead of the rebel yell going hoo 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 hoo, we got the U.S. yell going whoo whoo whoo. I don't know what they were actually yelling.
The Union yell?
I don't know what the Union was yelling, but we got the Union yell.
They probably were going on. What a dumb thing to do. You're just wasting breath.
I think it was more like "fuck you, dirty rebels!" Ah! I think it was more like that, probably.
But in any case, I don't know how to use this gun. I'm 12. Ah!
It might have been a little bit of that.
Where's my
By the
money?
way, we have our own bayonet charge. We envelop Ewell's forces and push him to his second line of defenses. We have 24 total Federal brigades that are going to attack a few hundred yards of the Confederate defenses, known as the Bloody Angle at Spotsylvania, with Confederates ultimately pulling back to their second line of defenses. Casualties on this day are high, with Union killed and wounded and missing around 6,800, and Confederates around 5,000, plus the additional 4,000 capture. And at the end of the day, not a lot of ground is gained with a lot of life lost.
That's fantastic. I love that. Love to see it.
Good news, though.
Just for no other reason but for it.
Yep.
Gotta have it, right? Gotta.
End it.
That way the higher-ups, the presidents, the commanders, the generals, they feel like they're doing something. People are dying. Great for them. Good for them. That's fantastic. Love to see it. Even though nothing happened. Nothing happened. Just for nothing. Just dead. Just for nothing.
Good note, though, Johnny. Sherman's forces are able to force Johnson to withdraw from Dalton in the night, so we're making progress towards Atlanta. So check out next week to see how the shit show continues.
What the fuck are we going to do in Atlanta? Why are you... Atlanta. Once we hit Atlanta, then what?
I don't know.
More of this bullshit if we don't do anything? Cool.
Yeah, probably.
Shit sucks, Tommy. Tired of it.
That's it for this week in Civil War in Hindsight. If you enjoy Civil War in Hindsight, check out Historic Hindsight. We've got shorts that are super popular. We've got gun content and just history content in general in a quick 1-minute format. We've also got long format videos if you so choose to watch those. Most people don't, but if you do, they're awesome. We talk about the Cuban Missile Crisis and pig wars and wars over eggs for reason. We like animals. I don't know why.